Hello, CFA Nation. Gabe here.
Nick here. What's up, everyone? What a beautiful match we had. Rajasthan Royals, who everyone was saying is the worst team. You know I had CSK as the worst team. Going against the Delhi Capitals, who a lot of people said are the best teams. You know I had them missing the playoffs. And look at what we had. We had a beautiful thing of a match. Gabe said yesterday in our 3 wickets, he likes the low-scoring matches. He likes the wickets. I said no. This is the kind of low-scoring match I can get behind, or it escalates throughout the match. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. This was an exciting match. Several times I'm like, oh, now I know who's going to win. I have no idea who's going to win. This was a crazy match. A lot of great stories. A lot of great redemption stories. How is everyone doing? Rajasthan Royal fans, you can celebrate. You beat one of the best teams in the IPL.
You can't make it up, bro. You honestly can't make it up. You can't write this stuff, bro. If you guys didn't know, Nick's a writer, okay? A published author, by the way. And he couldn't write this. Like, the streak of bad luck I'm on is unbelievable. How, in the stars and everything, I don't understand, bro.
Can we summarize? DC you chose. But for the record, so did I yesterday. The funny thing was on the stream today, you're like, oh, I know DC's going to win this one easily. That was pretty funny. You chose Sanju Samson, Prithvi Shaw, which I can sit there and say, mush. But guess what? I chose Josh Butler, right? And I chose, who else did I choose? I didn't choose my man Chris Wokes, that's for sure. I chose someone else. That didn't work out. I picked up Vora today on Dream 11. That didn't work out. I made Dewan my vice captain or something like that. I picked up. That didn't work out. So either you're rubbing off on me, or maybe I'm just a little too hard on you. I don't know.
No, it was a rough game all around, man. Here's the thing. And I'm going to go ahead and just really quick recap of this game. Udicat, who we thought was absolutely, we demolished him last year. And I had done a little bit more research on it. Yeah, I demolished him. Udicat was an orange cap second runner up in 2017. This guy could bowl,
Purple
bro.
cap.
24, purple cap, thank you. 24 runs wickets that year. And Udicat came in early and held court. I mean, from the very beginning, they just demolished DC. They lost 3 wickets in the power play. Pant put up a 50, but unfortunately gave up his wicket on a run out. One of the worst. I hate when guys do that. Try to steal a run there. And that was pretty much the game, man. So both games were in par. I couldn't believe this. I thought that Rajasthan Royals was going to run away with this. I thought that they were going to beat them down. DC gets back in the game. But ultimately, it was the lack of deft bowling by DC that cost them the match. And the Rajasthan Royals ends up pulling it out in the end, okay, with power play, 3 overs, I should say, in the power play. One was 14, one was 15, and that was pretty much the game right there. But, man, Nick, I tell you what, this a streak of bad luck that's hitting me is crazy. I'll let you start first since, I got to say, it's just frustrating. What did you like, brother?
All right, so there's a lot I liked, and we're trying to keep these, tight and everything. There's a lot of things I liked. Real quick, I got to say I love Chris Wokes. You know I love Chris Wokes. Absolutely loved it. He got a bat a little bit, went too in late, in my opinion. Did a great job with the bowling, set the tone. I believe he made a big enough statement to say, even when Norke comes back, Patel comes back, you better find spot for me because you know I'm awesome. I thought that was great. David Miller, we'll talk about that in a little bit. This guy was fantastic. He was the anchor for the Rajasthan Royals. But what I mainly liked, you already mentioned it, I'm going to say it, Udicat. This guy, Gabe crushed him, and I jumped on that bandwagon because Gabe was just so entertaining with his hate on Udicat. It was just so hilarious. We got people awesome in the stream. Han Solo loves to poke that bear so much. And so I'm not going to sit here and say I defended Udicat. I didn't. I jumped on that bandwagon of hate. And this guy was a man amongst boys. 3 wickets. 15 runs is all he gave up. I said at one point when he was halfway through his last over, he's given up less runs in this entire match than that horrible debacle of an over last season. 4 overs, 15 runs. This was Khan-like. It was a Khanian effort, for crying out loud. Udicat was amazing. And he bowled his 4th over like in the 11th over. So he was the first half to do the best to neutralize DC. And I felt like he was very effective in that manner. So I absolutely loved what Udicat did. Mad respect. I apologize for jumping on that hate bandwagon. You showed us who you were today. Great job.
You know what? To kind of piggyback off what you said, what did I like? Okay. on the DC side, let me tell you something, brother. Chris Wokes, and I was shocked when I heard Harsha Bogley basically say, bro, Chris Wokes and Chris Morris, I believe Chris Wokes is the better of the two Chris's. And I was like, wow, really? That's high praise. Well, he did his job here today. He went and got 15 runs in. Like you said, came in a little late, and I'll talk about what I did not like later on. Got 15 runs, okay, and with a pretty good strike rate. Also got 4 overs, 22 runs, 2 wickets, bowled in the 17th over. And in the 17th over, that's the most important over, they say. Okay, going into the death over, 17th over, he gave up 9 runs that over, all right? We'll talk about later what happens to the rest of that team during the death overs. But Chris Wokes did his job, man. He was if anything, he was the reason they were even in this game on both sides of it. So good on you, Chris Wokes. And I was wrong, man. Your Chris Wokes
so happy.
Was right. I got to give him credit. What else did I like? Rashid Pant, man. 50 runs. Now, when he got, I get it. It takes a direct hit to get it out. But the guys ahead of you have fallen. You're the last of the Mohicans. You're the only way the only guy on this team that right now is going to get 100 and get you to that respectable 180, 200 score you need. Getting out was silly, and we'll talk about that later on. But he still was able to get a 50. You know what I'm saying? And when everybody struggled on this pitch today, and the bowling was superb, I got to tip my hat to Rashid Pant. That's what I like. I'm going to now jump quickly on to what I dislike. Since I'm talking about what I dislike, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now what I dislike. Rashid Pant's captaincy, bro. I got to question it. And I'm going to tell you right now, 3 things he did I do not understand. First, why does Chris Wokes, a real, proper all-rounder, come in behind Lalit and this other guy who you don't know what this guy does? We know English batsmen can bat on the flash pitches. Why not a guy that's proven like Chris Wokes? I do not understand that. Maybe that got away from him. It is what it is. Also, his own coach, by the way, Ricky Ponting threw him under the bus, and Ricky Ponting in an interview after said, yeah, we should have probably bowled Robbie Ashwin, who had 3 overs. They didn't bowl him out, by the way, Nick. Did not bowl him out. 3 overs, 14 runs. 3 overs, 14 runs, but they didn't bowl him out. All right, look how close this game came down to. That's, in my opinion, the game getting away from Pant. And again, you're a new captain. I get it. There's a lot of pressure, but you're the captain, man. And listen, I get it. Iyer got hurt and you were thrown into this. Maybe you're not ready for it, but I saw those mistakes. And again, the run out. Why take that single? What are you doing? You're the last of the Mohicans. All right. You cannot fall. You fall. Nobody else is going to put up 100. You know it. You lost Sugar Darwin. You lost Shaw. It was just bad captaincy. And this was Pant's immaturity that, those Pantonia dismissals. He had some Pantonian decisions. Just somebody explain to me. Again, his own coach threw him under the bus, basically. He didn't say Pant didn't, but he said, I don't understand. I don't know. It got away from us. We should have bowled. It was a mistake not to bowl out Robbie Ashwin. Bottom line, all right? That's one thing. 2, why does Chris Wokes, this guy who's putting up 40, 50s before in his innings, bat behind Lalit, all right? Bat so late. Let him get a chance to get settled, to put up a bigger score. His captaincy was bad, and I did not like it, Nick. It was so frustrating. Finally, what I did not like, the batting collapse by DC. Nick, this was the first time in IPL history, I repeat, the first time in IPL history where a team did not get 1-6 in Mumbai. Not one. Are you serious? A team that has Stoinis, that has Pant, that has Sugar Darwin, they didn't get 1-6? Okay. Oh my. Horrible performance. My gosh, bro.
Stoinis didn't get 1 run. So, I think you're asking a lot right there for him to get 1-6. He didn't get 1 run. The Ashwin one doesn't make any sense because he's the lowest economy rate of the other bowlers that went. And you had some great performance by some bowlers. I don't understand that either. He was rocking and rolling. In the previous match, he wasn't rocking and rolling. So you got to keep riding that horse. What did I dislike? And this is for both sides. I dislike the openers. The openers on both sides it seemed like they really didn't have too much interest. I had, specifically for Rajasthan Royals, I had Butler and Vora going on my fantasy squad. So that hurt even a little more. It felt great because it was Wokes that got him. That was so fantastic. Wokes really got him too. He was. I'm like, it's like a proud father or something like that. I am so proud of this guy. He was so fantastic. But the openers was horrible. Couldn't set the tone whatsoever. You don't have David Miller. You have no hope. You have zero hope whatsoever. You know that the Rajasthan Royals, they chased this match. They got themselves to 150 with a few balls left. You know they were 58 for 5 after 13 overs.
Oh,
I was sitting there in the 9th over. I'm like, 42 runs. 42 runs at the 9th over. They have no prayer. They have no chance. 58. If you are lucky to double your score after the 13th over, you're talking about getting a 136, right? 126, whatever it is. I can't do math right now. 126, I believe it is. You have no chance. No, 116. Oh, my gosh, 116. No chance. They were able to push it up in the death. That was fantastic. But the openers, you got to set the tone. My whole stat about the 3 Ps from Mumbai, this is where Mumbai would really want them. Talking about Mumbai grounds, where you need those 3 guys in the middle order. I didn't know. I did not know the Royals had themselves that middle order. David Miller, 62 off 43. Tawadi even got himself 19 off 17. Chris Morris. This is why you pay Chris Morris $1 bazillion, 36 runs. Coming at like what, number 8 or number 9? I mean, that is just an embarrassment of riches for a team that a lot of people have in the cellar. That's what I disliked, because you put it all in the middle order, and thank goodness they were able to step up. I'm going to jump in.
Let me just mention something you just mentioned right now. Did you see? I mean, you're talking about the batsman was disinterested. I'm concerned because they mentioned something. Remember last year, Shaw's big issue was the gap between his pad, right? The way his stance was, and he kept getting that inside edge and kept sneaking in between there, taking over. Now he's got this new stance, but when he defends like a bouncer, he was jumping in the air and looked like Dorwich from My West Indies. That dude, from the very first ball, he almost got out LBW. That was hard. If this is what he changed, you got. Oh my gosh, you can't defend like that. God,
he can't go back to his old ways. But this is the thing: Delhi Capitals. This is why they're so stacked. They're out in Norkia, but they still got Rabada, and they still got Chris Wokes, and they have Ravi Ashwin. They have serious bowlers, for crying out loud. Ashwin's a spinner, obviously, but they have serious bowlers. That's the talent of their bowlers. They were able to get him. What did I learn? In the IPL, you cannot predict a match on who's going to win it. You can't predict it after the first 10 overs of the first innings. You can't predict it over the first innings complete. And guess what, Gabe? In this match, you could not predict it 82.5% into the match. What other sport have I ever heard of where that's the case more likely than not? No other sport I know. That's why the IPL is so fantastic. Not until 82.5% of this match where you had Rajasthan Royals 58 for 5, and they were chasing 147, I believe. They need to get 148. I thought they have no chance. They have no chance. And I'm teaching, I'm doing my thing. I'm able to get a little bit of break, and I see the score, and I'm like, they have a chance in the 19th over? This is crazy. I love it. You cannot predict a score ever in the IPL. Maybe when it's like 200 and you're 100 away with the final 3 overs, maybe then you can predict it. But you just never can. That's why you're never safe in this league, and I absolutely love it.
I'll tell you right now what I learned, bro. Listen, DC almost held this thing together, and I still have faith in them, and I'll tell you why, Nick. Because we had no Axar Patel today. Ricky Ponte mentioned that too. We're trying to find our footing without Axar Patel, right? We have which to me was the difference in the game. Rabada actually got pumped in that 15th, in the 18th over. Rabada, I want to say, gave up 15 runs, all right? 15 runs. And even the other bowler, Avesh got pumped. They didn't have their depth specialist, no Norkia for them, and because they were down Norkia, because they're down Axar Patel, who's also bowled in the depth at times, they were in trouble. I will say this. I still have faith because I think they found themselves a new tool. No matter what else has happened, they cannot go away from Chris Wokes anymore. Not with the love he's getting from Harsha Bowley and all these other guys. The Dugout View was talking about it. Brett Lee was, oh man, like wow. He was shocked that they dropped him that low. He's like, Chris Wokes is proper. I think this team just became stronger, and I hate to say it because I love, I'm from the West Caribbean. I love me some Hitmeyer. I think that Hitmeyer doesn't have a side right now. He doesn't have a place to play because that next international spot has got to go to Wokes, bro. But man, this team, when everybody's healthy, I will put them up against Mumbai. Give me Axar Patel, give me Norkia, give me Chris Wokes in this lineup, give me Sugar Darwin, give me Shaw, give me Pant, and we're going to go to war. Give me Ashwin. Yeah, we're going to bang out. I'll take that.
And you know what's crazy? Your point about Chris Wokes. And again, I will never stop shouting names Chris Wokes. I was impressed from day one. This is the guy who's the ultimate underdog. No one gives this guy a chance. You label him, he can't bowl in the subcontinent. He can't bowl in the IPL. He's only good in England. What's the excuse now? Because he had a temporary spot. All the pressure in the world. You think he looks scared out there? He's got the shield. He is Captain England. He really is. This guy is amazing. And he got the opening partnership all by himself. I'll take care of it myself. Absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love it. And can I just say, before we get to the Mush's picks, right, where I'm a part of that now, can I just say, Gabe, who was the one that got lit up in the death the most today? Who?
Oh, dude, I was like, you can't make it up. You absolutely
Who did the final sixes go off? Tom Curran. Don't even think about getting a lower economy rate than Chris Wokes. Don't even think about getting a higher strike rate than Chris Wokes. You wish you were Chris Wokes, and I had a biggest smile on my face.
Pumped, bro. Tom Curran got pumped. Oh my gosh! Everybody batted bowled well for Rajasthan Royals in the death, except your boy Tom Curran. Luckily, the new kid, what's his name? Sakaria, bro. He was amazing. I really like this kid. A lot of good composure. All right, guys. Now here it is. That time of day.
Whose career is going down now?
Whose career is going down now? Listen, no stats, no research, nothing. Right off the top of my head, K.O. Rahul, the guy who is the orange cap winner, gonna go to Mumbai, going against a team that has a lot of spinners and doesn't have a real quote-unquote pace guy right now. I think those guys are gonna get torn up. I'm going K.O. Rahul. Done. You know, K.O. Rahul, if it doesn't work out, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I gotta pick somebody. But that's it. One. That's it.
All right. I'm gonna take one as well. I'm gonna go just with my gut. Rayudu for CSK. That's what I'm taking. I'm going to take him on my squad. I'm not saying I'm going to make him captain or vice captain. I'm picking up Rayudu. Could be a dumb pick, but that's what I'm going for. Yesterday, I was like, Gabe, I was trying to think too much about it. I'm just going with Rayudu. I did pick up Chris Wokes to make my vice captain, just saying. So, who do I think is going to win tomorrow between CSK and the Kings? I'm going to shock a lot of people. I think it's just that kind of season. I think CSK is taking the win. I really do. I really do.
And I'm a CSK fan. I got to root for CSK. But guys, understand, I pick against my own.
Reverse psychology?
No, you got to be objective, bro. They don't have any pace bowlers. Bro,
I know. I think they're going to win it.
I gotta go. Unfortunately, I have to go with the Kings 11. I think that bowling is gonna get demolished, bro. Universe Boss is gonna.
You be honest, yeah, exactly. You love the Universe Boss maybe just a little bit more than you like all of CSK. Be honest with yourself.
Listen, I'd love him if he was on CSK. I love him now, but you know, I mean, you got to be
the yellow right here. Everyone that hates himself some Nick. Just for the record, I chose CSK. Your boy did not. I'm just saying. We got plenty of room in the Nick fan club. We got 15 people there right now. We got plenty more room. If anyone else wants to join, I'm just saying Gabe's room's getting pretty filled up. It's okay if you want to come. We got some hot wings and stuff for you. But with all that being said,
we got some hot wings, some tea and crumpets if you join.
And if you're vegetarian, we got some beautiful vegetarian dishes for you too. No problem. If you like what we said here, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to comment below. Let us know what you want. My favorite part about posting these, honestly, is reading your guys' comments. Let us know below. Don't forget to do all those things. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time.
That's 6 runs.